number 8 is going to be Kevin Sexton. Inside row 2, out of West Fargo, North Dakota, the 16S, making his first trip up to the Speedway in 2015. This is a 16S of Jeff Hapola. Outside the 86 is Matt Smith, all the way from Edmonton. Inside row 3 in the 14 car is George Balkin out of Winnipeg, driving the Balkin & Sons Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning 14. And Mike Balkin, the veteran in the 10 car, will start outside of row 3 in the North Star Emery Demolition Miller Racing Engines number 10. Alongside him, the 71 Fawcett will take the 4th row on the inside here in this particular spot in the Fawcett Auto Body 71. Well, Matt Smith in the 86 car is out of Edmonton. He raced here last Thursday night, went to Grand Forks Friday, Estevan, Saskatchewan Saturday, went all the way back to Edmonton for a few days and came back here tonight. And how about it, waving the green flag, the Mayor of Winnipeg, Brian Bowman. Nice job, Brian. Kevin Sexton in the Dabs Repair, number 8, looking strong here. Walt Morris on the bottom, and the Winnipeg Dodge 9. Balkin is in a big hurry in the North Star 10. Also sponsored by Miller Racing Engines and Emery Demolition, along with Silmac. Mike Balkin driving an all-new chassis for 2015 called a Black Diamond. Kevin Sexton in the Dabs Repair, number 8, continues to stay up front. Walt Morris looking great in the purple car. That is the number 9 running 3rd, sponsored by 92 City FM. Apple is in the 16S car. He comes to you from West Fargo, North Dakota. George Balkin, currently 5th. Mike Balkin now out of turn number 4. We've got a race. Mike Balkin all over Kevin Sexton now, but Sexton gets a drive off the top of the racetrack. He might stay there. Sexton doing a miraculous job of holding off Mike Balkin in the 10 car. That is not an easy thing to do. But 2 very veteran race car drivers in the 1st and 2nd spot. With 3 laps to go on the AIE communications board, we could see lots of racing up front just yet. Two to go. Mike Balkin's going to take another shot here now in turn 1 and 2. Balkin gets up in front of Sexton, but Sexton powers on the inside. What a late model race. Balkin now gets on the brakes and back on the throttle. White flag, and Balkin's got the spot. Arguably the best race of the night rather here. Mike Balkin in a great big hurry now in the Silmac number 10. What a race between himself and Kevin Sexton in the Dabs Repair number 8. Oh, we've got a winner of the 10 car. Mike Balkin takes the win over the Dabs Repair number 8. So the Black Diamond Racing chassis, sponsored by Miller Racing Engines, comes first. Kevin Sexton in a Fagers, the number 8, will come second. And Walt Morris in the 9, sponsored by Winnipeg Dodge and an MB Custom, finishes third. What a race between Sexton and Balkin. That is what the fastest full-bodied stock cars on dirt are all about, Pat.
Yeah, and we got 3 heats of them tonight. Wow. Walt Morris got 3rd place. How about that? Hey, here's Heat 2, lines up this way, starting on the pole in a Billy Moyer Longhorn chassis. New to Dustin this year, the driver is Dustin Strand with Adams Power on board. And the 71D. To his outside, with a Hultgren engine on board, driving a '71S. Bloomquist chassis with a Hultgren engine, Stefan Snare out of Hallock in the Todd's Electric number 71. Inside row 2, another Bloomquist chassis. This is the Derek Sandblasting Murray Brandt Trucking number 7W of Ricky Weiss, your reigning national points champion, and some 600 late model drivers registered throughout North America. And to his outside, a guy that's been on a tear with the NLRA this year and at River City Speedway, his home track. That is the S&S Transport 12S of Brad Sang. That is an MB Custom, which is a Burkhofer, Mars Burkhofer collaboration. Inside row 3, driving a Pierce chassis, the number 55 is driven by Mike Martin, sponsored by Penner International and Reimer Overhead Door. To his outside, from Edmonton, Alberta, the 06 is David Smith, and on the back, driving the 72 from East Selkirk, this is Kevin Giesbrick. Kevin Giesbrick out of East Selkirk. They are lined up, ready to go for 10 laps as indicated on our AIE Bell scoreboard. These are the Starbuck Credit Union late models tonight, the NLRA Can-Am Challenge. As soon as I get the points explained to me, I'll tell you how it works. So that 71 car on the pole with the blaze orange 71, that is a Billy Moyer, Billy Moyer Longhorn. To its outside, that is a Bloomquist chassis. This is a black and red 71. The yellow and black number 7 inside row 2, that is a Bloomquist. Outside row 2, the 12, that's an MB Custom with a Pro Power plant on board. Or the 55, that is a Bob Pierce race car with a Martin motor on board. And to his outside, that's a Capital race car, the 6th starting spot. That is Greg Smith, or Dave Smith, I'm sorry, in the 06, and that is a Capital race car. The only other guy I know around here that raced Capital race cars was Pat Dorr, and he's not so sure he's going to stick with it, but Dave Smith likes his.
Well, Pat, the 72 of Kevin Giesbrecht out of East Selkirk, Manitoba, came onto the racetrack with no window net, so he's going to leave with no window net.
Huh. Well, that's his second trip to the track. I don't know if he's done 20 laps in 2 nights yet. So he's got to get a window net. Well, John Stengram's got some for sale, I'm sure. Well, we got 6 cars lined up. This is segment 1 of the Can-Am Challenge. We're about to go green. These are the Starbuck Credit Union late models. Top 3 cars draw for their starting spots in the feature. So there's 3 heats, the top 3 will draw. Everybody makes it, but the top 3 will draw for starting spots. Good race for first place coming out of turn 4. Ricky Weiss tucks right in behind Dustin Strand. Another terrific race for the lead. Strand is up on the high side, and he's found some traction up there with the right rear tire. Ricky Weiss up on the high side as well, but here comes Brad Sang in the number 12. halfway down. 5 down and 5 to go. Dustin Strand continues to lead, but that's a very, very slippery slope they're on up there. There is some traction up there, but it's not a very wide strip, so you got to be hitting your marks. Few sparks flying off the right rear corner of Ricky Weiss is number 7. He's trying everything to get up there to the number 1 spot, but Dustin Strand started on the pole and Ricky Weiss started behind him, and that's the way it is right now. One to go, and look at this. Ricky Weiss gets the slide and almost gets the number 1 spot. Dustin Strand, he doesn't know what to do now. Cover the bottom of the top. Here comes Ricky around the outside in the 7. It's going to be the 71 of Dustin Strand at the line. What a close race. The 71 of Strand finishes first. The 7 of Ricky Weiss finishes second. And third and final draw spot goes to the S&S Transport Signature Warehousing MB. That is Brad Sang in the 12.
Just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, there is no smoking in the grandstands. You're free to smoke behind the announcer's tower along the chain link fence. Late model heat number 3 coming up for Castrol Edge Titanium. And here's how they're going to line up. Starting on the pole, the 71L is going to be Leo Felius out of Headingley, Manitoba. Now, this will be his first trip to the Speedway in 2015. Outside of him, out of Grand Forks, North Dakota, the 9A is Steve Anderson. Inside row 2, the 44S is Cole Schill out of West Fargo, North Dakota. In the 88 car, Paul Veert out of Winnipeg, Manitoba. Inside row 3, driving the Lucas Oil McPhillips Toyota 2 car is Bill Mooney out of Selkirk. His running mate is out of Minot, North Dakota. Bryce Beck is in the 6X. And rounding out the field, the 5E Shane Edgington, sponsored by Avonlea Group of Companies. Felius has decided to start at the back. Well, heads up, we've got a spinner in turn, well, veered over in turn 2 and a spinner in turn 3 and 4. Nice looking 44 car on the racetrack there. That is Cole Schill out of West Fargo, North Dakota. As Paul Veert in the Veert Landscaping 88 begins to roll. While many out-of-towners here for our Can-Am Challenge here tonight. Canadians versus Americans getting ready to do battle here in their feature event. This is heat number 3. Following this, we have our candy toss, brought to you by Dufresne Furniture for our Dufresne Furniture Junior Fan Club. That will be located behind the grandstand. So kids under 12, be sure and come on over and enter into the candy toss, brought to you by Dufresne Furniture. We will also have the CAA Tire Change Challenge, and of course we will do the redraw in the late model division. The Avonlea True North Motors 5E stopped on the middle of the front straightaway. Shane Edgington with a light body massage on the right rear quarter panel there. He is also sponsored by Red River Messenger Courier. Those body panels are lightweight aluminum and they are held to the chassis by straps. So you can see how quickly that car popped out and should be good to go once again. The True North Motors Avonlea 5E of Shane Edgington. All right, 10 lap showing on the AIE Communications board. And we're going to try this once again here in the late model division. Starbuck Credit Union late models on the racetrack. Many thanks going out to Castrol Edge Titanium for all their support of this event here. A great event, a wonderful crowd, and just tons of cars in the pit area. It doesn't get any better than this. But we're back tomorrow once again for the Al Delane Memorial 6th Annual, paying $3,000 to the winner of the modified feature. Green flag is out. We are racing. Here we go. The 44S, Cole Schill looking strong. So is Steve Anderson. Both cars out of North Dakota. Here comes a Selkirk driver. The OMGs 2. That is Bill Mooney. The 88 car of Paul Veert in the 4th spot, being challenged by the Avonlea Group of Companies 5E of Shane Edgington. Edgington's got the 4th spot. Cole Schill to the top of the racetrack, Steve Anderson to the bottom. Bill Mooney now working the center section of the racetrack and might be catching the 9 of Steve Anderson. The 5E 4th, Paul Veert 5th. We have 7 laps to go. Wow, Bill Mooney looking strong, the driver out of Selkirk, sponsored by Lucas Oil Products, and the 2M is now 2nd. The 9 of Steve Anderson out of Grand Forks drops to 3rd. 4th is Edgington, 5th is Veert. Cole Schill out of West Fargo, a beautiful looking 44S race car, but right now he is under siege from the 2M of Bill Mooney out of Selkirk. The OMGs 2M in the 2nd spot. Great racing up front. Shane Edgington has done a great job after getting that quarter panel pulled out on the front straightaway. He has worked the Avonlea Group of Companies Red River Messenger Courier 5E up to the 3rd spot, and he is moving as well. 2 to go. Steve Anderson and Veert battle in the middle of the back straightaway, but your leader is coming out of turn 4. That is the 44S of Cole Schill, and he has less than a lap to complete. Veert in the 9 car getting added into turn number 1. But the race is up front between the 44 and the 2M. The checkered flag is in the air. And your winner is going to be Cole Schill out of West Fargo, followed by Mooney out of Selkirk, Manitoba. Third is the Avonlea 5E of Shane Edgington. Then it's the 88 of Veerd and the 9 of Steve Anderson. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is now intermission time. We invite you to get up, stretch your legs, get yourself something hot to eat or cold to drink. Pat, of course, we have the Dufresne Furniture Candy Toss located behind the announcer's tower. We will do the CAA Tire Challenge on the front straightaway during intermission and interview some late model drivers.
Well, you saw the top 3 in each heat race in the late models. They'll be coming up here to draw. How it works is the winners draw amongst themselves, then the second place cars draw amongst themselves, and then the third place finishers, they draw among themselves. Now everyone in the group makes the feature tonight because there's 21 cars and there's 24 starting spots, so everyone will make the feature.